Good evening, everybody. I hope that you're well. We are going to do a nice, gentle series of movements and asanas to basically come to an end of your activities for the day that's come before, and really just to prepare you for the evening that's ahead. So, whether you are going to party, whether you're going to bed, this practice will aim to deliver a sense of rejuvenation and replenishment into your nervous system. Okay, so I have a cushion here that I'm sitting on, and I also have a dog that's coming towards me. I'm hoping that won't disturb me. So, yeah, just to get comfortable at the beginning, get a cushion, get a couple of cushions, find a seated position, and we're just going to take these first couple of moments to really ground, to really become aware of our inner landscape. So let your eyes gently come to a close. And I'll invite you to place one hand on your lower abdomen. It doesn't matter whether it's left or right hand, and one hand on your upper abdomen. And graciously take an inhale and let your belly press out into your hands. And exhale, just feel your belly pulling back in towards your spine as the breath leaves the body. Just continue to find this natural breath. And I want you to know here that if anything is still remaining very present in your thought processes, anything that's come before today, don't fight it. You're not trying to come into a complete state of awakening or enlightenment. You're simply just letting the focus of your awareness reorient, becoming more present with the flow of your breath. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Breathe in nice and slowly through the nose. Feel the belly filling up. Open the mouth. Just let your breath fall out effortlessly. Inhale through the nose, filling up the belly and the chest. Open the mouth. Exhale. And one more time. Breathing in through the nose. Open the mouth and just let it go. Beautiful. Take a moment. Notice how you feel in your body. Heaviness of your thighs resting in the earth. And the feeling of support that this space holds you in all around your body. We'll release our hands. Place them on the knees. Bow your chin to the upper chest. And with a few gentle blinks, flicker open your eyes. Beautiful. And as we interlock our fingers together, we're going to push the palms away from the chest. As we inhale, raising our arms, raising our chest, lifting our chin slightly. Exhale, push your palms forward, wrists in line with the shoulders. Inhale, raise up tall once again. Feel your hip bones sliding forward. And exhale, rounding your back, pushing the hands forward, chin to the chest. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. From here, release your arms out to each side of you. Sit up nice and tall. Just stay on your fingertips here. As you inhale, let's raise our left arm up overhead, left bicep by the left ear. And as you breathe out, reach gently across to your right side. As you inhale, come back up. Exhale, just sit that arm down. Inhale, raise your right arm, right bicep by the ear. Exhale, lean to your left side. Notice if there's any tendency here to rush through these movements. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, set the right arm down. Inhale, raise the left arm. Exhale, reach to your right side. You're just affording yourself this opportunity to slow down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, set the arm down. Inhale, raise. And exhale, reach to your left side. Maybe slightly turn your chin underneath your right bicep. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, set that right arm down. Inhale, raise your left arm. Feel length across the left side of your body. Exhale, reach to your right side. Left palm facing down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, set the fingertips down. Inhale, raising your right arm. And exhale, gently going. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, set the arm down. Okay, from here, let's extend our right leg long. So even if you're on blocks here, it doesn't matter. As you extend your right leg long, I want you to try and feel that both hips are really rooted down to the ground. Now, if you feel a sense of instability, you can gently just bend this right knee. There's no actual need to keep the right knee straightened if it creates instability in our seated position. So we'll place the right hand down now, just along the inside of our right thigh, and start to point your right toes away from your right hip. Now, using your right hand here, turn your body a little bit more to your left side. Now, as you turn to the left side, you want to feel the sensation that the chest is facing in the direction of the left knee. And then as we inhale, we're going to raise our left arm up overhead. And as we exhale, gently start reaching the left fingertips as if they're hovering over the right big toe. So you're coming into this side bend. Now keep firm to your right hand. Breathe in here, reaching up through the left fingertips. And as you breathe out, use your right hand. Turn yourself to the left a little bit more. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, turning to your left. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to your left. Beautiful. Take 1 more breath here. Glide your head and your chin back so you have a little more space in the neck. And let's slowly bring the left hand down and we'll swap to the other side. So now your right heel coming in against the inside of your left groin. Again, make sure you feel that stable base. Bend your left knee if you need. Start to flex your left toes away from your left hip and bring your left hand down along the inside of your left thigh. You still want to feel that you have length here across the left side of your body. Now turn yourself to your right side this time. Stay anchored through your right hip. Inhale, raising your right arm up overhead, bicep by the ear. As you exhale, envisage that you're trying to hover right fingertips over your left big toe. Using that traction of the hand, inhale, reach up through your right fingertips, but stay rooted through the right hip. Exhale, use the hand, turn yourself to the right a little bit more. Doing this 2 more times. Inhale, reach up through the fingertips. And exhale, turn to your right. 1 more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, turning to your right, rolling left ribs underneath you. Take 1 more breath here. Glide the head and the chin back. Beautiful. And let's release the right hand down. Good. And let's come to Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Okay, so interlocking your hands around the toes, sitting up nice and tall. Try to Allow your elbows to come in towards your lowest ribs and very gently just start to bring the knees up and down. Now, in my experience, I find that people have a tendency to tense in here, in the shoulders, in the jaw. And I know that in my own experience for a long time, I was very adamant to bring a bit of force here, trying to, forcefully bring the hips open. So if you do happen to notice any of those tendencies in your own physical being, in your own approach to this pose, I'd like you just to try and soften your efforts. Again, just send this loving, nourishing energy into your body. Breathe effortlessly. Breath doesn't need to be anything other than what it is as you bring a bit more attention to it. And we'll just take one more slow breath here with this little bit of movement. Beautiful, really nice. Okay. And then let's bring our knees back together. And from here, we're just going to come onto all fours. So I'm just going to roll over here. If you have a block, a bolster, a meditation cushion like I do here, you can set that to one side. Find yourself in this neutral tabletop position. Now, neutral tabletop, perhaps the most important pose in your yoga practice for many different reasons, but for right now, I just want you to feel that delicate balance that you have, where you're just able to push against the earth so that your whole body doesn't sink and fall into the ground, and yet at the same time, you're not pushing away too strongly to create unnecessary tension in your body. Spread your fingers nice and wide, wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. And let's raise and lift our right leg. Now just glance back here, make sure your right heel is in line with your right hip, right toes flexing down. Really push through the right heel, engaging your right glute and your right hamstring. Keep pushing through the hands, chest moves away from the ground. Keep looking down, raise your left arm here, left bicep comes by the ear. Left palm is facing down. Envisage your body pulling in two directions. Breathe slowly for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's bring our left hand and our right knee down. Take a moment here, and then we'll set the right foot out to the side. So step your right foot off to the side of your mat. Try to line the insole of your right foot with the left knee, and your right toe stay in line with your right heel. From here, lower your hips in the direction of your left heel. Be mindful of how this feels on your left knee. Come forward, shoulders over wrists, maybe even slightly forward, pressing into your fingertips. Bring yourself back once again, and bring yourself forward. Beautiful. Let's do this 4 more times. Coming forward, gently coming back, noticing any sensation as you come forward along the inside of your right hip. Forward. Beautiful. We'll come back one more time. Come forward one more time. Beautiful. And let's slide our right knee back. Gorgeous. Find that stability through both hands. As you press into your index fingers and your thumbs, feel energy rising up through the insides of the forearms and the biceps into your chest. And we're going to lift and extend our left leg. Now just make sure that left heel is in line with your left heel. Just look back there. Our left heel in line with left hip, sorry. And we're going to raise our right arm. Right bicep by the ear. Keep your gaze on the mat. Keep lengthening through the back of the neck here, pushing down through the left hand for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's bring the right hand down, left knee down. Beautiful. Slide that left foot out to the side. Match up your right knee with the insole of your left foot, left toes in line with left heel, and your right toes can be untucked here. We're going to drop the hips back towards the right heel. Bring yourself forward, shoulders over the wrists, or maybe a little more forward. Be mindful of your wrist joints. Come back once again. Ease yourself forward. We'll do this 4 more times, sliding yourself back and forward. Maybe exhale as you come back. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Inhale as you come forward. 1 more time. Exhale, drop it back. And inhale, come forward. Exhale, slide your left knee back underneath your left hip. Untuck your toes. Inhale your cow position, letting the tailbone curl up towards the back of the head, pulling your hands in the direction of your knees. And exhale, going the other way, chin to the chest, press through the hands, pubic bone pressing forward. Inhale softly. The slower that you can go, the more subtlety over time you'll be able to attune to. Exhale, go the other way, chin to the chest. Inhale, find your cow, maybe close down the eyes if that feels comfortable. Exhale, round your back. Feel the shoulder blades moving away from your spine. We'll do 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale fully and slowly, no rush with the breath. 1 more time. Inhale gently. And exhale, let it go. Fully out. Press the pubic bone forward. Push the hands into the earth. Inhale, come back to neutral. Tuck your toes. As you exhale, lift your knees and hold here. A little bit of heat building in the body as we do this. If you feel like the knees are reaching outward in some sort of way, try to envisage that there's magnetization between both knees. Find that energy running up through the insides of the forearms and the biceps. Take 1 more breath. Draw your lower belly up and in. And let's slowly come down. As you bring the knees down, we'll slide the pelvis and the abdomen down onto the earth. And bring the hands comfortably beside your chest. Now, if there's any sort of pressure in the lower back, choose an option for your legs. Wider generally will give you sensations of spaciousness in the lower back. And if the legs, knees are together, that also is fine as long as it feels good for you. Rest your forehead down. Squeeze your elbows into the side of your body. Try to establish how your breathing is moving through your body. And know that before you bring your nervous system into a relative state of stress, you want to cultivate smooth breathing. It doesn't have to be deep. Just feel your breath. Soften your buttocks. Beautiful. Now the next time that we inhale, let's breathe in together. Lift the head, lift the chest, keep the elbows squeezing in, keep your lower ribs and belly button on the ground. And then exhale, just very slowly lower down. Do this 4 more times. Inhale, gently come up. Be mindful if the feet are lifting. Keep pressing the shins and the tops of the feet down. Exhale, gently come down. 3 more times. Inhale, coming up slowly, squeezing elbows in, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, slowly lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, gently lower down. And 1 more time. Inhale, come up. This time we're going to hold the position. Now as you come up, again, just find that breath. And don't focus on pushing into the hands. Rather, find a pulling mechanism of the hands. So pull on the hands as if you're trying to slide your chest forward. Body will move very subtly. Keep looking forward and down so that the back of your neck is in line with the rest of your spine. Breathe for 3. Roll your shoulders back. For 2. Notice how your buttocks is naturally engaged here without you squeezing. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And gently come down. Nice soft breathing. From here, reach your left arm out to the side. Keep your right hand beside your chest. Your left palm is flat on the ground, and your left wrist is in line with your left shoulder. Now from here, allow the left cheek to come onto the ground. Bend your right knee and press into your right hand to bring your right foot to the outside of your left leg. Be mindful here of how this feels on your left shoulder. Use your right hand for support and guidance, and only go as far as you feel comfortable here. As we stay in the pose, try to reach your right knee up towards the sky, opening your right hip. Send the effort of your breath into the left shoulder, and take one more here. Beautiful. Let's slowly rotate the right side of our body down and our right leg. Reach your right hand now out to the side. Left hand comes beside your left chest, and your right cheek is on the ground. Bend your left knee. Press into your left hand. Roll your left hip away from the ground. Place the left foot on the outside of the right leg. And keep reaching your left knee up towards the sky. So left sole of the foot down on the ground if that feels comfortable. Left knee reaching up to the sky, pressing into the left hand. Take one more deep breath here. Beautiful. And let's slowly roll ourselves back. So left hip coming down, left leg. Bring the right hand back in beside your chest. And we're going to come up into our cobra. Inhale, raising up here. Keep the belly button on the ground. Keep the lower ribs on the ground. Use the pulling mechanisms of your hands to slide your chest forward. Keep the gaze down. Feel length in the back of the neck. One more breath into the clavicle, the upper chest. And exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Push through your hands. Find your neutral tabletop position. Neutral tabletop here. Knees underneath your hips, and we're going to start to walk our hands forward, trying to avoid the hips moving either forward or back. Coming into Anahata Asana, puppy dog pose. Start to lower your forehead, start to lower your chest. If there's a gap between your forehead and the earth, you do have the option to take a book, a block, a cushion, something just to give your cervical spine and your head a little bit of support in the pose. And one other thing, if there's any sort of discomfort in the shoulders, please either A, move out of the pose gently if it's painful, or B, you can try bending your elbows and the palms one on top of the other in front of your head. Bringing your elbows a little bit wider. This should give you a little more space in the shoulders. Using a little bit of visualization here with your breathing. As you inhale, I'd like you to feel the breath coming in through that space between both shoulder blades, representing your day behind you. As you breathe out, send the breath out through the front of the chest, the heart center, breathing into your evening ahead, an evening full of nourishment, relaxation. Breathe in through the back. Whatever you've taken in during the day, let it go out through the front as you exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Let's slowly walk our hands back. Take your time. Tune into any sensations in your shoulders. Nice. Find this neutral tabletop position. This is your reset point. Let's find a downward dog here for a moment. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees, send your hips back. And in your downward dog, start to just gently cycle the legs here, bending one knee, straightening the opposite. Noticing any sensation in your calf muscles, in your hamstrings. Coming up onto your tippy toes, lifting the heels, stretching the ankles. Drop both heels to your right side. Feel the stretch to the left side of your body. Inhale. Lift up off the heels back to center on your tippy toes. Exhale. Drop your heels to your left side. Push through your hands. Come back to center. Lifting off the heels. Look forward. Roll yourself through to a high plank. Bend your knees without letting the knees touch the earth. They're just hovering over the ground. Push your hips back towards your heels. Roll yourself up to a downward dog momentarily before you come forward into your high plank. Bend your knees, don't let them touch the ground. Push your hips back towards your heels. Roll up again. Come forward and start to roll yourself through this soft movement. Feeling that little bit of strength required in your shoulders, in the wrists. Make sure your fingers are spread widely. You don't want your fingers closed, pressing against one another. We really don't want this. Notice how you feel as you cycle through. And let's come back to a downward dog. Take a moment in your downward dog. As you inhale, feeling the chest open and expand. And exhale, feeling your belly slightly drawing in toward your spine. And look to your hands. Let's step our right foot forward. Take your time. Make sure that your right ankle is beneath your right knee. Let your left knee come down. Keep your left toes tucked. Make sure you have a nice wide base in the feet. Next time that you inhale, you're going to raise your arms up overhead. And as you breathe out, bring your arms behind your back, interlocking your fingers. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just keep the backs of the hands on your lower back. Next time you inhale, pull your knuckles down towards the earth and begin to lift and elevate your chest. Breathe here for 3, 2, and for 1. Good, let's inhale, bring our arms back up overhead. Push down to your right big toe mound. Exhale, set your hands down. Step directly back, find your downward facing dog. Gazing toward your belly button, feeling the back of the neck growing in length in your downward dog. Soft bend in both knees, lifting the hips to the sky, lengthening the back. Coming forward on the left side, look to your hands, step your left foot forward. Take your time, make sure your left ankle is beneath your left knee, right knee is down, right toes will stay tucked. As we inhale, let's raise the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, let's bring the arms behind the back. Interlocking fingers next time we inhale. Pull the knuckles down to the earth. Lift the chest up to the sky. Send your breath toward your belly. With that intention, it might not feel like it's getting there. Taking 2 more here. 1 more breath. Keep pressing down to your left big toe mound for stability. And with your next inhale, let's bring the arms back up overhead. Push down to your front foot a little bit. Be mindful of your lower back. Exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, step back. Find your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's lower the knees down. Finding Ustrasana camel pose. Coming to stand on your knees. Hands are on your lower back. 4 fingers just resting above the crease of your buttocks. Thumbs out to the side. Let's take this in 3 parts. So start to squeeze your elbows in behind your back, opening your chest muscles. Start to then push your hips forward as if someone is pulling your hips to the very front of your room. And the third part is to begin to lift your chest, sternum, the central point of the chest, lifting it up towards the sky so that you're consciously trying to take pressure out of the lumbar spine. Only drop your head back if that's comfortable on the neck. Breathe for 3. Keep squeezing elbows in. 2. Push your hips further forward. 1. Lift your chest. And slowly release from the pose, chin to the chest. Bring the hands down. We'll come to a wide-legged child's pose. Knees together, feet together, hips back onto the heels. Bringing your arms either side of your body. Shoulders resting, forehead on the earth. And just following along here to the count of my breathing, if you can. Just finish your next exhalation. Take a deep breath in. Let it go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in fully. Out for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe it in. Let it go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's find a wide-legged child's pose here. Just let your knees separate now. Big toes touching. Walk the hands as far as you can overhead. Maybe come onto your fingertips here. Notice that lift in your shoulder blades. And then walk both hands to the right side of your mat. Place your left hand on top of your right. Pushing into the hands ever so slightly so you feel that left hip really dropping back into its place. And walking your hands away to the other side. Left side, right hand on top of the left. Pressing hands into the earth, feeling that right hip dropping back. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands back to center. Nice. And let's ease ourselves off our thighs. Find your neutral tabletop momentarily. Cross the ankles behind you. As long as it feels okay and the ankles and the knees, just sit yourself back. Now, as you find a seated position, let your legs come nice and wide off the mat. You can see here I've got a deep bend in my knees. My toes are flexing back to my knees and my hands come behind my hips. I'm staying on my fingertips so that I can press into the hands to lift and elevate my chest. Beautiful. Focus here on keeping the chest relatively forward, or I should say facing forward. And then we're going to drop our knees to our right side. Now, it's not important here that the knees touch the ground. Focus on the movement of your thigh bones in your hip joint. So bring your knees back to center and drop your knees towards your left side. Come back to center and drop your knees to your right. Now just start to do this at your own pace. Invitation here to close down the eyes if that feels comfortable. And it's really beautiful here for those of you who maybe can hear this, maybe you can't. There's a child in the background here speaking in Spanish and saying, look how beautiful full moon is. And I just share that because it's this kind of joyful, playful energy that we really want to invite into our body in our yoga practice instead of getting lost in our competitive adult mindset. It's really gorgeous to invite that innocence in. Beautiful. A few more times here. You might notice your hips slide forward. You can draw yourself back. and just let your body move in a way that is one big, huge thank you to yourself for making it through this day and for just nourishing yourself at this moment in time. And just make sure that you finish with your knees going to your left side. One more time. And once you've done that, come back to center. We'll bring the legs out in front of us. We're going to find a beautiful warming forward fold. What we're going to do is bend our knees deeply. You can see here my knees are up into my armpits, and I'm just going to let my head become a little bit heavier, and I'm going to signal to my body that I'm in a safe position, that I'm comfortable, and that it's okay to release and let go a little bit. And we signal that to the body simply by directing and focusing our breathing. Let your awareness drop into that space above your buttocks, around your lower back, around the crest of your pelvis. Feel that space between there and your lowest ribs. And as you breathe in, let your whole lower back extend and expand outwards. And we can start to shift our hips back a little bit here, left hip and right hip, left hip and right hip. So focus on the movement of the hips rather than trying to straighten your knees. Only go back to a position where you can still maintain that contact between your belly and your thighs. And again, just settle in here, breathing. Maybe going back with the hips a little bit more. And we'll just focus on slowing down our exhalations once again. So when you're ready, just finish your exhale. Take a slow breath in. Breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in a little bit quicker and deeper now. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more times. Inhale, nice and expansively. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just do one more for good measure. Inhale. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your head and shoulders before you breathe in. Gorgeous. Let's gently roll ourselves out of the position. And let's find a comfortable seated posture. Finding a stable base, same way we started. Take that cushion or the bolster, blocks, books. Recommend that you sit up a little bit taller here. Just going to finish with a nice, comfortable cross-legged twist. So find a comfortable position with your legs. As you inhale, slowly raise both arms up, palms face one another. Find the length you're creating in your body, and as you breathe out, bring your left hand to your right knee. Let your right fingertips just rest behind your lower back. Turn yourself over to your right side. Take a couple of breaths here. Focus on the movement of the breathing, again, around chest cavity, around the clavicle. Only gazing over the right shoulder as long as it doesn't create pressure on your neck. And take one more breath. As we inhale, we'll slowly turn back to center, raising our arms up overhead, feeling the length pushing downwards through your sitting bones, and exhale. Go to your left side now. Left fingertips just resting behind the base of your spine so that you still feel an upwards lift out of the lower back. Try to continue to lift tall as you turn and twist. And take one more breath. As we inhale, we'll bring the arms the whole way back up overhead. And as we exhale, bring the arms behind the back, take opposite elbows. As we inhale, we'll roll our shoulders back. As we exhale, bow your head in the direction of the earth. Let your whole head become heavy. Feel your tailbone curling down. Don't push in any way here, surrender. And this is simply not woo-woo talk. Let yourself surrender to the earth. Paying a moment of simple appreciation to this earth that we walk on, that gives us life and nourishment. All of the minerals that we're composed of, constituting the same makeup of the earth, same makeup and fabric of our universe. And just taking a moment to recognize that it's not the mind that is the only factor in our experience of life. Take one more deep breath into your lower back. And as you inhale, come the whole way back up. The seated position, lifting your spine up tall. And as we breathe out, let's release the hands. Find a comfortable seated position. Close down the eyes. Place one hand on the lower belly, one hand on the upper belly. And knowing here that you don't in any way need to analyze or judge what you've just done. What might sound shocking to the mind is that the practice begins right now. Because the practice itself has to start in each and every moment. This is because we get lost in our thoughts, following our own thoughts deeper and deeper into a stream that carries us on to more ideas and more thought forms. And so we use our physical touch in connection with our body and the feeling of our beautiful and mysterious breath to keep us anchored in our experience of life as it's unfolding before our eyes, rather than as if we think it's unfolding in our head. Invite into your body a sense of achievement. Know that whatever you have encountered today has been and gone, and that tomorrow is a new day. A new day where you can remain connected to the presence and calm of your own being. Let's take 3 more long, slow, nourishing breaths together. Finish your exhale. Breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth. Let it go. No need to push. Inhale. Let it go. One more time. Inhale. Fully relax. hands back onto your thighs or your knees. And a soft smile to your face. Feel how that alters your inner state. Breathe in with that lightness. As you breathe out, bow your head to your heart. And with a few gentle blinks, begin to open your eyes. And as we lift our head, we will close our practice for this evening. So from me to you, I say namaste. Thank you very much for your time and your practice. Don't underestimate that doing this practice requires a lot of dedication to yourself. And so, yeah, be really happy and content knowing that you've been able just to roll out your mat this evening. Again, whatever's happened during the day might have been easy to get here. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And your body and your breath and your heart really appreciates you. So don't forget that. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you again. And yeah, take care. Oh, and this can just be for a little edit later on. Look at the full moon. Really beautiful. This is what the little kid was talking about, that gorgeous full moon. So there you go.